Hello everyone, it's Michelle Lloyd here, founder of United Art Space. How are you all? Happy Monday. Every week I go live to bring you a dose of inspiration and motivation, and I have quite a few things to share with you today. So very excited, behind the scenes things going on. Let me know how you're all doing. So, oh gosh, I'm so excited. I have like butterflies. So I did the best year yet, as you know. Some of you might not know actually, because some of you have just found us recently, but we did a big best year yet planning and event in January. And already I've still got things I haven't done from that session, but already with the small amount that I've done, I'm getting really focused and really fired up on the direction that United Art Space is going in. And behind the scenes for our hub members, we are working like crazy to improve the experience that the hub members have, and we have some super exciting things that are finally coming together that have been a vision inside my head for probably 2 years, and now they're coming together. So I know it's a bit elusive. I'm not probably explaining the details, but it's exciting. So there's lots of exciting stuff there going on for hub members. Also for non-hub members, I'm going to talk in a second about something exciting. First of all, I just want to say a big happy birthday to Sharon. It's Sharon's birthday today, and if you don't know who Sharon is, she's a very dear friend of mine and has helped me set up United Art Space. In fact, all those years ago when I was too scared to do it, she was by my side on the lives. She's my muse, in fact. When I created art challenges and lessons, I always had Sharon in mind, and I've worked very closely with Sharon over the last 5 years at least. And she was my art tutor. That's how we met years and years ago. So we've been in each other's lives for a long time. And I just want to say happy birthday, Sharon. I know you're probably not watching this because you'll be doing something fun on your birthday, but big happy birthday. And also very excited to announce, for those who are on the Make Your Mark waiting list, and if you don't know what Make Your Mark is, I'll tell you in a second, Sharon is starting the Make Your Mark course on the 1st of March. This is so exciting. So Make Your Mark is a course that Sharon and I wrote when we first launched United Art Space years ago. And we've run it a few times. And it's just the most amazing course about exploring your voice, exploring art as a language, and getting really in tune with who you are as an artist. And Sharon's art career took off big time, so she couldn't run that course for the last 2 years, I think it's been. And I managed to get in her diary this year, and Make Your Mark is coming back to life. So I'm very excited about that. And part of the Make Your Mark course, there is some prep work. And what we usually have done in the past is release that prep work for free, because not only does it help people who are thinking about taking the course about whether it's right for them, but also, you know, we love getting people together and we love doing these big art challenges. So even if you're not going to take part in Make Your Mark, because not everybody will, and that's absolutely fine, even if you're not taking part, the Kickstart Your Art Challenge will be super fun, and we are hosting that together from the 19th of February. And I'm going to put a link in. I've literally just put this page together. This is why I was 1 minute late today. I've literally just put that page together, so I need to go and check it after I've hung up here to make sure it all works. But there's a link there to sign up to the Kickstart Your Art Challenge. And I am seeing in my hub membership as well, there is a massive need for this right now. And it leads, for those who took the best year yet workshop that we did. This leads very nicely from that, because there was a member today saying, I feel like I need some kind of art challenge, or I need to get back, you know, on track with my art, and I need to get fired up again. And I was like, perfect timing, we've got the Kickstart Your Art Challenge. And this is why it's so important to run this kind of art challenge. And Sharon will share more about this process, but she's been an artist for 25 years now. And this is the process that Sharon takes every time she starts a new collection. So the Kickstart Your Art Challenge is about getting back in touch with yourself as an artist. It's about seeking inspiration, and it's going to be 10 minutes, 10 days. So 10 minutes every day, being purposeful about looking for inspiration for your artwork and what fuels you and what excites you, and really paying attention to what you notice around you. Because right now we are stuck, well, a lot of us are stuck in lockdown, and we are living in a really weird time. We're distracted by family, we're distracted by other people's opinions and what's going on in the world. And this is why this Kickstart Challenge is going to be about taking that step back and actually just really connecting with what we're drawn to as people and how we can put that into our artwork. So this challenge is great if you're feeling stuck. It's great if you just feel like you've just lost that momentum with your art and you want to get excited about it again. But it's also great if you are at that point of maybe you've come to the end of a collection or a project and you want to get going again. And this is what Sharon does every year at this time of year. She goes back to the drawing board. She goes back to basics. And this is the process that Sharon takes. So we are going to get a little snippet behind the scenes in her studio. We're going to get in Sharon's brain during the art challenge. We're going to look at how Sharon creates her sketchbooks, how she formulates her ideas, how she pulls things together so that she can go on to make collections. So it's going to be super, super, super fun. And at the end of the challenge, you will have your very own art board. So the idea of the challenge is 10 minutes, 10 days. And you can take more than 10 minutes if you want to, but we're doing it 10 minutes, 10 days, because the idea behind this challenge is to get you to spend 10 minutes each day being conscious about, I'm seeking inspiration, like just looking around you. When you start to really pay attention, you'll start to see things that are so in front of you that you haven't been seeing. Does that make sense? You know, when we're consumed with media and scrolling and phones and we don't see what's in front of us. And this is what this art challenge will do, is help you to start to connect with the things that are already there, but you might not be seeing, understanding more about yourself and the art you want to make. So at the end of the art challenge, you're going to end up with your very own art board. Like, I don't think I've got mine here, but you can see on the back wall there how I've started to pull a bit of a board together. And you'll have, I have one, but it's not here. So for those who did the Best Year Yet workshops, we created a vision board, and you're going to be making something similar to that, but it's related to your artwork. So it's going to be a great resource to have, because whenever you're feeling lost, you'll go back to your art board. And if you want to go on to make a collection, the art board is the foundation towards what kind of art you'll make. And then by the end of this challenge as well, you'll end up seeing inspiration without even looking for it. And that's what you want to start feeling. You know, you don't want to be constantly looking for inspiration. You want it to just pop out at you. And this is what this 10-day challenge will do. So I've put the link in the comments, and bear with me because some of the, I see the button says get the guide, and it's not a guide, but I was literally doing it before I came on here. So I'm about to go and change that in a minute. So super exciting. It's super exciting. And I wanted to also mention that if you're a hub member, today we open the UAS Makers, which is going to be a separate group, which is all about what I've just been talking about, finding your voice, exploring art as a language, and really starting to get in touch with the art that you're making and strengthening your artistic skills through practice. And so the UAS Makers is born today. I feel like a new baby has been born, and I'm really excited to share that. And if you're not a member, by the way, there'll be a point in the future where you'll have a chance to join that new group. But if you are a member, I'll be emailing you all today to let you know about that. So, and if you're not a member and you're taking part in the challenge, we've got the virtual art studio and my Facebook page here where we are now. So you'll still be able to hook up with people who are taking part. And I wanted to talk about this importance of practice, following up from what I was speaking about last Monday, sorry, because we touched on the language that we use and how some people use disclaimers when they don't need to. And we talked about people who are self-taught and people who are at the beginning stages and how they go, oh yeah, this is my art, but I'm this and but I'm that. And what I wanted to just clarify is it's absolutely fine to be self-taught and it's fine to be a beginner, but own it when you say it. Don't shrivel away and fill the statement with doubt, is what I was saying. And I just wanted to clarify that. And also, after that conversation last week, I started to really question what makes a great artist. And it got me thinking about, it's not about qualifications, and it's not about whether you know how to work watercolor the way it's supposed to. For me, and this is different for everyone will have a different view, but it's about practicing. Practice, practice, practice. And you don't need to have qualifications to practice, and you don't need to have been taught by a master to practice. And I've been thinking back to artists who I have worked with over the years who have worked through this similar process of kickstart, because when you kickstart your art and the direction you want to take it in, what that gives you is the direction, like we did in Best Year Yet. It's the flag in the ground to say, this is the kind of art that I want to explore on a deeper level, instead of playing trumpet and playing flute and playing drums and playing, I can't think of any other instruments, and doing the more mediocre. You start to really hone in your art practice, and that's when you start to fine tune your voice. And this is what Kickstart will help you with. But going back to the point of practice, it's the best way is just to practice, 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 practice every day if you can, or at least every week, making your art and getting really clear on what is it you're trying to say through your art, what is it you want to improve. And there is no better education than just practice and just doing it and making mistakes and learning and looking and finding what others are doing. And so I share this because we can so easily compare ourselves and feel like we're doing things wrong, but when I've seen artists practice, and there was one lady, Chris, who joined Make Your Mark actually years ago. I think it was the first time we ever ran it, or second time. And she painted a cat and she wasn't happy with it. And it was quite flat. It didn't look three-dimensional. It had no depth. It was lovely, but she wanted to bring the cat to life. And she practiced and practiced and practiced. And the transformation in a year, I've just found the before and after pictures. I'm going to email it and I'll put it out on the page as well. The transformation in her artwork in just 12 months was absolutely mind-blowing. And that came from practicing. And I share this because there'll be some people who feel inferior around other people, or you're looking at your artwork thinking it's just not where I want it to be. And that's just where you are today. And when you start to get really clear on what it is you want to improve, you will get better and better and better. There was another guy I worked with, Sean Massey, and he wanted to get better at portraits. And he did a similar thing where he did a self-portrait every day for a year. And oh my gosh, by the end of that year, his portraits were just I cannot describe how they were just really expressive, just so confident. And interestingly, what happened after he did that was whenever he did a portrait, he always used to get the same likeness of his face. And that's because he's created a bank of marks in his mind. You know, he created it over and over and over again. And he literally could just draw a portrait just so quickly and so fluidly and so confidently. And then ended up doing them ginormous scale. And so it's, yeah, really, really practice, practice, practice. You know, you can get better at any kind of art skill when you practice. So I want you to just bear that in mind. Don't judge where you are. Everyone was a beginner. Everyone was at a stage struggling with, I'm doing the same thing, struggling with what I'm trying to get out onto a canvas. And it comes from practice. So just remember that. Let me just check the comments and see how you're all doing. Let me know how you're all doing. It's lovely to see you all here. Happy Monday, everybody. It's snowy here, Lisbeth, as well. Although I think it's cleared now, but it is so cold. It was white this morning when I looked out the window. Paula, yeah, I am bursting with excitement. I do get very excited. David's just got into making art again. Amazing. You've had a bit of a break. And Joanne, is too stormy to drive where Joanne is, so she's working from home. Wow, stormy. Nikki, finally joined Instagram yesterday and got my first 3 followers overnight. Yay! Good for you. Oh no, Julie says still digging out of water damage in the studio. Oh, I should get to paint this week and start to catch up. Hello, Colin, how are you? Everyone's giving Sharon a happy birthday. So I shall tag her in this afterwards. So she'll be very, very happy to see that. Hello, Jason. Yes, we are. It's all snowy, isn't it? So Siobhan, no, the Make Your Mark is something separate to the Hub. That's Sharon's course. So it's a course that Sharon does. But members do get a discount. And the makers, UAS makers, is going to be given to all current Hub members for free, which is a separate group run by me. But Make Your Mark is Sharon. She's amazing. No, Louisa, we haven't even started Kickstart yet. It starts on the 19th of February. It starts on the 19th of February officially. That's when we're running it. And for Hub members, we're going to make a little bit of a start inside the Hub, just getting you warmed up with some Kickstart Your Art exercises. So yeah, you can literally sign up to take part in the Kickstart Your Art challenge, and there's going to be loads. Lottie, you've signed up. Did it work? I literally published that page on the dot. It was when I went live. I didn't have a chance to test it. Yes, thank you, David. David's taken part in Make Your Mark in the past. I remember. Yay, if you signed up, amazing. It's going to be good fun. Colin's on the wait list, yay. So yeah, the Make Your Mark course starts on the 1st of March, but I will talk more about that in a separate video. Um, yeah, the Kickstart is going to be amazing. Hey, Charlie. So I'm so on a Kickstart at the moment. Was really slack for a while, but determined to do all the things now, despite juggling work from home, homeschooling. Yeah, I know. We're all the same. We're all the same. So many exciting things, Ginny. I know. Yeah, Chantel, yeah, the makers will help with the why. So the difference between the two, and I am going to do a separate announcement inside the hub to explain it all. But the difference between the two is the hub Make Art Your Living is about the professional side. And it's still about making art, but it's about making art in a professional way and critiquing and strengthening your artwork, building collections, and still finding your why. So that's the hub Make Art Your Living. And my other baby in my mind is something completely different, and that is exploring art purely just based on the why, not thinking about who it's for. And it's really starting to push yourself out of your comfort zone, try different things that you don't usually do. So Sharon is great at this. She's always challenging me as well to do things, push my art in a different direction. And sometimes I think, just what is the point in that? And then I do it and I learn so much from it. And so that's where Sharon is super, super experienced. I mean, she's been an artist for over 25 years, but she was a lecturer for a long time. And she just lives and breathes art. So I learn a lot from Sharon. But yeah, the makers is literally about developing your art as a language and understanding it, but playing, experimenting, and really exploring the elements of art which make up your own voice, if that makes sense. So it's all about that playfulness and experimentation which pushes your art forwards. So we've separated them out because we want to keep the hub focused on helping people making their living and marketing and strengthening, and the makers separate, because it is going to be full of art experiments and play. And so yeah, that's the idea. And just to be clear, just for now, we are just trialing this with our current members, and if it goes well, and I'm pretty sure it will, we're going to roll this out in April, because it's our birthday in April. We've got a big event in April as well. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I just feel like I'm actually going to burst with excitement because I've just had the most amazing idea of what we can do for the birthday in a virtual way. So it's going to be great. Thank you, Les. Yeah, makers right now, for anybody who's a member right now, you'll get access to the makers. Yes. It is very exciting. I'm just checking if there's any questions. So Anne says here, I'm confused. Should I do Make Your Mark or UAS Makers? I need to go back to my inspiration and get playing. So right now, just do the 10-day challenge, and then you can decide if Make Your Mark is for you or not. It's not for everyone, but it's for if you want to work with Sharon over this 6-week course, then you could do that, but it's up to you. I'll explain more when we start the challenge, but if you are a hub member, then you have access to the makers, which we are launching today over inside the group. So yeah, Lottie's just explained it. So yeah, the makers is kind of ongoing play art challenges, and Make Your Mark is with Sharon over like a 7-week period, and really playing with the formal elements. She breaks everything down into bite-sized, week by week exploration of the formal elements, which is what makes up your voice, basically. It's a really, really great course. But right now, just take part in the Kickstart Your Art Challenge, will be incredible. Hello, Niche, how are you? Totally about practice. I agree. That's all I do now. They get better, and I'm still learning. Yes. Practice, practice, practice. Oh, Beth, thank you so much. The group and the hub are my lifesavers, sanity savers. Thank you. The link to Kickstarter, what I'm going to do is pop it is in the chat somewhere. I'm going to put it in again now, but I will pop it into the comments at the top as well. No, I haven't sent an email yet. I literally haven't sent it yet. I've only just put the sign up together, so the email will come out probably this afternoon. Do we share our art experimentation inside Makers? Yeah, it's going to be play. It's all about it. It is all about play inside of Makers, and really, yeah, experimenting, playing, pushing, exploring different kinds of materials, exploring your voice in different ways. So it's really thinking about, you know, if you compose something in this way and compose it in a different way, how does that change the conversation of your artwork? And I was saying this the other day, that even if you've just got a plain red canvas, it's still a conversation. And so I'm making that sound a bit technical, but we're going to do it in a fun way, you know, because if we start to overthink it, you start to then, when we overthink art, it just takes away all the fun of it, doesn't it? So it is about playing, but rather than just playing, it's about playing and actually understanding what that play means. So this is where Make Your Mark is amazing, because it really starts to get you to question, you know, if you do something in a certain way, like a scribbly way, and then do it in a soft way, how does that change your artwork? And so it starts to help you really understand the language of art, which is what we're all learning and exploring, and how you want to make your marks and how you want to use the formal elements. And if you don't know what they are, don't worry, we'll cover that in the Kickstart challenge. But how you use your color and how you use your marks to bring your artwork to life. So yes, lots of experiment, because it's, when you get hung up on a finished piece, it just can make you overthink. So experimental pieces are great, because that's where all the happy accidents happen, and you don't overthink things, and you start making with more confidence. So yes. Oh, I know what you mean, Siobhan. Having a Sharon in your life, I know, she is amazing. She's so funny. 10 minutes a day feels less daunting. Yes. And when you go through it, by the way, you might feel like, oh, this is going to take me longer than 10 minutes, but you are in control of that. I just want you to remember. And again, when the challenge starts, we'll talk about this, but you can do something in 10 minutes. It's within your power. And when we think, oh gosh, I can't do this in 10 minutes, you can. You can literally just do something really, really quickly in 10 minutes. Yay, Les did Make Your Mark as well. It's a great course. Yeah, you joined the waitlist. Yes, there is a waitlist. Thank you. Yeah, and it can get overwhelming, can't it, when you're doing all that side, which is why I'm passionate about bringing this other group, just to bring that connection back to the art making. Yeah, you got the follow-up email. Oh, yeah, so happy that worked. So anyone who is asking, like, what is this? What is the Makers? What have I missed? You can watch the replay, but if you're a Hub member, I am going to do a separate announcement. I'm not sure what time, because I've just got to figure out, I've got the kids, so I just need to figure out what time that will be, but I will be doing a separate announcement for Hub members inside the Hub group. No, so you'll have access to the version that you bought, but to take part in Make Your Mark again, it is a new fee because it lasts a year. So when you buy Make Your Mark, you get access for the year and access to the group, and then it expires. So I'm not going to answer any more questions about the access. I'm going to do a separate session inside the Hub group because I don't want to hog up this session with all those questions. So I'll do a session inside the Hub. And Lee's saying, I feel really overwhelmed, so much to do. Just break it down to the next 3 things. So literally just think about, what are the next 3 things that I need to do? I know I've got so many things, so many different projects, and it can get really overwhelming. But when I just bring it back to this, and this is what I do every Monday, there's a post inside the Hub. If you go and post there, like, what are my 3 things that I need to focus on this week? And as soon as you do that, like, I literally know what my top 3 things are this week, and that's all I'm thinking about. I'm not even thinking about anything else. So just, that's what my recommendation would be. Just get in the Hub, go and post on that Monday post. What are your top 3 things this week? And if you're struggling with those, go and let everyone know inside the Hub group on that Monday thread, the Review Plan Do thread, and we can help you. Okay, so if there's any more questions, I will come back to them. And if you're a Hub member, I will be doing a live session at some point today. I will do a session just to clarify the new group and what it all means. And there's no changes or impact to the current Hub and the way it works. It's just a little added extra that we're trialing. So thank you for joining me, everybody. I will be back in the Hub a bit later today, and I will be back on Thursday for Hub members as well. And I will see you all soon. Have a great week, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.